So for 2019, it was projected that the Adidas Yeezy business would pull in billions in revenue. And a big part of that is because Kanye West dropped 12 different colorways of the Yeezy 350 V2. Let's take a closer look at one of them, the Yeezreel. What's going on, guys? You're watching Sneaker News on YouTube, and today we're taking a closer look at the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 in the Yeezreel colorway. Before we do that, just do us a quick favor, please hit the subscribe button and we'll get right to it. So as you mentioned in the beginning of this video, Kanye West and Adidas dropped 12 different colorways of the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 in 2019 alone, and we're not even counting the reflective versions. They're essentially the same colorway. The reflective versions just are much more limited and feature the reflective yarns within the prime knit upper. So if we're counting all the reflectives, it's way more than 12 because almost every release dropped in a reflective version, and the Yeezreel is no different. So let's just go over the basics. So the official release date for the Yeezreel 350s is December 14th, 2019 with a retail price of $220, and these will only be available in adult sizes. Now these right here are the reflective versions, and these will release on December 16th, most likely exclusively on Yeezy Supply. We're just going to talk generally about this colorway and show you some of the reflective hits. We'll also talk a little bit about the 350 in 2019 alone. Also discuss what we can possibly expect in 2020, which is shaping up to be the most successful year in Kanye West Adidas Yeezy history. So these aren't too different from the glow-in-the-dark pair that dropped earlier in the summer, but quite obviously these have a black yarn woven into the knit upper. That's primarily the main difference. Upon closer look, now that we have these on hand, there's actually two different tones of neon green. In the prime knit alone, is much more of a neon electric green that matches the sidewall of the Yeezy Boost frame. And on the interior lining is like a lighter, more of a volt kind of neon green. And it creates a bit of this two-tone effect that you might not see apparently in official images or other photos that shops have put out. So with this little hint of orange, it kind of gives the shoe a bit of a Grinch kind of look. And when we say Grinch, we're talking about the Kobe 6 that originally dropped in 2010. Those had like an electric green, a volt, hits of black, and that bright crimson on the laces. So again, if you want to swap out the laces and find your favorite, rope lace supplier in the secondary market and swap it out for like a crimson, these can look like a Grinch Yeezys. But again, we're not suggesting you do that. We're just pointing out just the things that we see in front of us. And if you look at the heel, you can definitely see the difference in the colors. This is more of a classic neon green. This has a slightly more yellow body to it. And on the medial side, again, you see more of that electric green paired with the black. And since this is a reflective version, there are reflective yarns in the upper. The exterior frame of the midsole is also glow in the dark. The outsole is not. And if we show you a quick shot of the sole side by side with the outsole, you can definitely see that the colors of the green are very much different. It's not one uniform color. And this kind of contrast adds a little bit of excitement to this release. Thus far, it doesn't seem like the internet is too hot on these, only because they're too similar to the glow pair. But again, that doesn't change the fact that these 350s will sell out immediately. That's just a quick look at the 350 V2 Yeezreel. This is the reflective version. But like we said, there are 12 different colorways that dropped in 2019 alone. That's not even counting all the different 700s, the debut of the 500 high, the debut of the 380, the 700 V3. 2019 was by far and wide the most successful year for Kanye West and the Adidas Yeezy brand. There's no stopping Yeezy right now. It is the single most popular sneaker line, we should say, out right now on the planet. The Air Jordan 1 is right behind there, but we can only go back and think about that famous lyric, Yeezy jumped over the Jumpman, and if this continues, it might eventually happen because Kanye's revenue keeps going up. Jordan brand has kind of stayed stagnant, and they're a little too reliant on the Air Jordan 1 and other models that aren't basically the 11 or some sort of OG colorway of a 3 or a 4 or even maybe a 6. Jordans just aren't selling out, whereas Yeezy 350s are just flying off the shelf. So again, this reflective pair is going to sell out immediately, most likely a Yeezy Supply exclusive. But the non-reflective versions, which essentially look exactly the same, they will drop December 14th, 220 bucks. We have store links for you below. Just check those and enter as many raffles as you can. Hopefully it's not too late. You probably won't have to pay much above retail. Right now, the resale for Yeezys have sort of tailed off. It's just not much above retail, but if you really want them, buy them sooner than later because the prices just keep going up. So again, Yeezreel 350s, here's an in-hand look. We hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and we'll catch you in the next one.